Welcome to another episode of The Underground. This is Tulsa Underground Bowling Society's matches. I'm here with Chuck West. Thank you for joining me, Chuck.
Yeah, I love doing this.
So first match we got right now is going to be the Commissioner's Champion, the first match, the inaugural match. The two guys that I picked had some good matches in the past.
Very good.
Close matches in the past.
Some of the best stuff we've had, yeah.
And so I figured they put on a good show for us. And from what I'm hearing, they did. So we were in for a treat. It'd be Ernie, the freight train Steagall, against what I think is the number one lefty in our club right now, AJ Nowak. And let's get started and see how well they put on a show for us. Looks like they're doing rock, paper, scissors, see who goes first.
Yeah, I guess with this, isn't really a rank thing since it's the commissioner's belt. They kind of, yeah. Okay, I could have done a coin toss.
Yeah, tic-tac-toe. At the moment, I believe Ernie was number 3, AJ's number 5.
And of course, as we commented a couple of times on one of the matches before, I bowled with, Ernie since 1996, and he's throwing the ball right now better than he probably ever has. And yeah, there you go.
Strike at the first frame for Ernie.
He really has realized too, even going with IRTC, he did that last year, that really, the equipment that he's throwing is kind of the old school urethane, and it's definitely what's been ideal for him. And then, of course, yeah, you're right, AJ is, well, he was number 1 average in the city, I think, for the all-city teams. I think he was 236.
He held the number 1 tag for good, half a month? Just lost it to Josh Eastham. Took it from Russ. And there's Tanner, trying to put the belt up there.
Yeah, now right there, from what you were saying there a little bit ago, those, in my opinion, are probably the 2 best lefties in town.
For sure.
I'll give definitely AJ probably the best, but I've never seen a left-hander as versatile as Tanner. He can do anything. It's just kind of getting all that going.
Boy, they have the whole show them how to do it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's down there doing it. Spare there for AJ.
I wanted to show off the title before they started, and I told Tanner, I said, don't let them start before I come down there, that way I can, that he didn't listen.
Yeah.
A little bit of a flub on our part.
Yeah, I like this, I really love this angle too. You really can, it's a good shot of both of them a little higher up to see the lefty on the right lane and the righty on the left lane, really kind of see behind. Nice shot, that right shoulder, or left shoulder.
Good shot by AJ.
So, yeah, we can see the scores real well too. Fair strike to start off for AJ.
I really like using a camcorder compared to like your phone, because the picture's crisp enough you can actually see the scores.
Right.
Even from a distance away.
Yeah, like when you go live too, I think it's not really in HD, so.
Or he's up for a second shot.
Good shot.
Light pocket.
Oh yeah.
Trips everything out of there. Look at that.
I'm going to tell you, he, for me personally, whenever I bowl, I tend to like tournaments that have a bunch of games in them and we kind of have grand total, but when it's one-on-one, he's excelled in this type of format over the years, no matter what equipment on it that he's been throwing. So, that's, what was he as of this match number on the 10?
He had just won his number 3 back from Rodney Z.
And he had, where was he, at 9? And then
he was at 9.
Yeah. So yeah, he
another good shot.
Yep. And he's just bowling.
He's been on fire lately. I mean, that's the reason I picked him. I wanted the first match. I wanted to go left hand versus right hand. Kind of put the best of the best. I had Mike Edwards picked, but he got injured, so I had to go with who I thought was second best, was actually Ernie. He's been on fire lately. I think him and Mike would be a good match right now.
See how bowling season goes. Getting ready to start. Friday, Halloween Friday.
Yeah, classic.
And welcome edition, AJ will be rolling on Classic this year, so it'll be good to see him in it. Yep,
Wow, they're both just killing it so far.
it'll be a good match.
Yeah, coming next couple weeks when all the fall leagues start, we're gonna be seeing more matches in league instead of outside of league. It's gonna be less
It's going to be easier.
Facebook Live videos.
And then think about it too, it was easier to do, but then whenever we get to GTO, I mean, matches on the weekends will be impossible.
Yeah.
And a lot of times
Well,
during the week it will be because we'll have leagues.
I mean, you still go to Selma and Wasso.
Right.
Maybe Sheridan if you want to go there.
But the weekends can be a lot harder,
Yeah.
for them because that's whenever they get busy. And hopefully everywhere gets a little bit busier, but the birthdays and the groups that kind of keep the income going.
Shot by AJ.
Yep.
Wow, pocket
Amazing.
7.
And one thing also with Ernie, if you've known him a long time, Ernie's lost about 150 pounds from where he used to be, and he got into weight training and fitness regimen, and nutrition about, how long has that been, about 5-7 years ago, and definitely obviously helped his game and longevity, and he's throwing the ball just as powerful as he used to in the 90s.
Yeah, just seeing his Facebook posts about all the time he goes out and exercises like that.
Yep.
Makes sense.
He's 56 now, you wouldn't know it.
Just an FYI for you guys, we are doing this commentary booth right next to the laser tag at Andy B's.
Can you hear it? Come on down.
Sounds like we're in a rave right now.
I like that stuff. Nice shot.
I like how he doesn't power the ball. Like he doesn't have a lot of speed, but he's got a lot of power behind it anyway.
That would be the only main difference between, Ernie in his 50s versus his 30s is whenever he used to throw reactive a lot more. He had a lot more speed, but that's about the only difference. I mean, you don't have to throw it hard. It's hard with, the urethane stuff. So this is just, I mean, I've counted them. I never understood the rev rate thing. I always just count the number of times the ball turns over. He gives about 18 revs. So,
Whoop, hit a little light on that one. That's a 4-pin.
one thing too with this particular match,
Sorry, 2-pin, not 4-pin.
they're not going to change each other's shot.
Yeah. They're not gonna run all over each other. Typically, when you have a lot of right-handers, which you will have a lot of right-handers in tournaments stuff like that, they tend to play on top of each other, and it burns up the shot a lot quicker. And
Well, we're early on in this. Jake, let them know about the tournament.
oh yeah, so on August 29th, noon's check-in, 1 o'clock start time, Andy B's, we're gonna have our first Ultimate Challenge. It's gonna be a tournament that is put on by our club. It's going to be 3-game qualifier, and then we're going to take the top 16, put them in a bracket, and they're going to do just like our challenges. They're going to be best of 3 games. It's going to be a $1,000 winner take all. So we're going to see who's the best of the best out there right now.
But there'll also be side pots.
Yes, we are going to do
Brackets.
We're going to do brackets, a survivor, and a high game pot.
Scratch pot.
Scratch pot. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Could you? It's another thing we could do. Maybe even Kegglers.
Yeah.
First 3 games.
Yeah. That's a possibility.
So lots of ways to win. Besides the winner take all.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be side pots. There's going to be money out there besides the 1K. So I mean, even if you don't think you can make it to the end, I mean, it's still worth coming out and getting into some brackets. You never know what's going to happen. It is all scratch though.
Mm-hmm.
I do not believe in handicap. I'm not like a lot of people. I don't believe that handicap helps the high-end bowlers like we are at the club.
Right.
I think if you're not good enough to stick it out with the best of the best, then maybe you should rethink what you're doing.
Yep.
Or, get some more practice in.
Get
Work
better.
on it.
Yeah.
Hard to do that when you're getting 50 pins a game and,
Well, I mean, imagine all the practice that we've done over the years to get where we are.
yeah.
And don't come out and bowl and expect to do well. And have some extra pin cushion. So Got a lot on that one. Oh,
Wow. Pocket 10.
we've been having a lot of solid taps.
Hey, is there a certain way to tell how old a bowling ball is?
Sorry about that, folks. There's a Andy B's customer coming to ask a question. Looks like Ernie got the win, or got the pickup. See what he can do on his next shot. Yeah, our tournament's going to be on August 29th. I hope to see everybody there. We have a good turnout. It's going to help out with the club stuff. It's basically, I'm judging on this tournament to see what we can do tournament-wise with our club. We're trying to build it up as much as we can. Looks like we're going to have 34, 35 people next month. So it'll be interesting to see how many people turn out for it and what kind of turnout we can get, what we can do with it.
All right, let's see where we're at.
I believe they're in the 7th frame.
Yeah, looks like Ernie's
Ernie-
got a lead.
Ernie just struck in the 7th frame. Now he's just getting it for his 7th.
One thing I could definitely say with AJ, smooth. I mean, pretty much a picture-perfect game.
I mean, a lot of the good lefties have a smooth release at least. It's nice to watch him and Tanner both. They pulled that one a little bit.
Yeah. Tanner's got a lot more power, but you know, but AJ can definitely climb on it if he needs to.
It'd be nice to see a match where they're both on. I think that would be a good battle of the lefties. We've had a
Yeah.
couple of those, but one or the other wasn't really doing top form. So.
A lot, you know how it is for lefties. Sometimes they kind of have the whole side to themselves. I'm actually gonna be bowling a league with Tanner, and I guess it's going to be two lefties on the team. So it's just in fact our lane changes a lot more than theirs.
Let me guess, Keith, the other lefty. Oh, he's a righty, wasn't he?
I bet he's been practicing left-handed. No, Tracy.
Oh,
So-
yeah, Tracy.
You still top 10?
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
And how many we up to now? Listen to this, folks. How many we got in the
Let me pull
society?
another one. We are up to, looks like, close to 34, 35 next month.
I think we just had about yesterday a new one sign up.
We have had 2 in the last week that said they want to start next month so they can get their full money for it.
Getting near 40.
Well, getting pretty interesting.
Yep. What had in that first meeting 5 people, now we got nearly 40. So
Come a long way in a few months.
for a period of time.
As he gets to pick up. Speaking of that, we are actually, I put out a poll on the page about splitting it into teams, having 2 teams, 2 top 10 lists, make it easier for people to move up and give everybody a shot, And there was overwhelmingly good response on it. So we are actually drafting the format as we speak. I spent this morning starting the draft. I think I got it down pretty good, but I have to take it to the committee and have them okay it first. It looks like we're going to be going to 2 teams next month. He's going for another shot.
He's got good room. Well, he's got a good shot out there.
It's
A
hard to
little
beat
bit
him
room
on
left
that
and
shot.
right. Yeah. He's been because me and Ernie are bowling also on a sports shot. We have here on Sundays, by the way, guys listening out there. It ends in a couple of weeks, but we're going to be starting one in the fall. It is going to be scratch. The summer we had a handicap. 2-member teams starts September 13th. $20 a week, $10 goes into the prize fund, and 16 weeks, 7 o'clock every Sunday starting September 13th. So we're signing up for that. Anybody who's interested.
Oh,
Looks like he's having a little more problem on that right lane.
nice frame too. That's a bad frame to be doing that.
Yep.
Still got a pretty good lead, so I think he might be okay.
Yeah. And on that sports shot too, it's always been sunny. Anytime it's been a shorter pattern, I've excelled, because I'm bowling with him, and then when it's longer, he's been the higher, so it's two polar opposite games. I guess that's supposed to work.
Also, speaking of Sport Shot, stay
Oh!
tuned.
Good try.
Stay tuned the night before the tournament,
Mm-hmm.
7 o'clock. I will be announcing the shot that's going to take place in the tournament. It's going to be a sport shot. I don't think it's going to be nothing too difficult. I don't want to scare anybody away for the next one we do, but it will be a sport shot.
It'll be a little bit more of a challenge.
Yeah,
It's a tournament.
yeah. I mean, with $1,000 on the line,
Uh-huh.
it doesn't need to be a house shot.
Yeah, I need to
for
bring
sure.
out the best bowlers and make the spares count.
Yep. AJ's ninth frame.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he thought that was a good shot. I thought it may have been a hair slow, but you know,
It looked like
Yeah.
he got a little slow on that one too. To me, he's pretty much going to need this. He's saying it.
yeah. Yeah, as you said, ninth frame.
There's a shot.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, both of them opening in the ninth frame. Yeah, well, Ernie already had a lead. Ernie
Ernie's-
234 or 244.
I think Ernie's got him for the most part of this game.
Yeah.
Once AJ can strike out and see what Ernie does. You hear a little bit of Tanner in the background.
Oh! Wall shot bucket crumbled there. Worth is getting ready for game number 2.
I mean, if I'm
That's
always,
2 out of 3.
if I'm down in this format, if I'm down in the first game, I'm going to be trying different things.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
Because-
like you're going for average. You're
Yeah.
going to win.
Yeah, in fact, we don't keep averages anymore, so it's not even an issue.
Yep. Points and match wins.
Yeah, I gave up on keeping averages once we got past 30. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to spend all day on crap.
I was just glad I got a W, you know. Well, I finally won a match last Sunday.
Who was that again?
Cody.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I actually lost the first match and then came back to the next 2 to win. So,
Last shot from AJ looked better.
yep.
Looks like he's going to get it tuned in for the next game. At this point, looks like Ernie's got him for game 1.
Yeah, still, and he may experiment a little too. Still get a 244 if he strikes out.
AJ shot 212 the first game, in case you can't see the scores. See what Ernie's got in 10th frame.
Right, he gave that one more room, and he's got an excellent shot. Yeah, excellent shot.
Throw it right and it comes back to pocket,
That's
basically.
what he wants to
Yeah.
see. He, whenever we, me and Jake and Ernie and Avery went up and bowled a tournament recently in Pittsburgh, Kansas, and it was a really slick shot. And I think that's where a lot of how good he's been bowling right now came from. He really learned to play a lot further out on the gutter, and that's whenever you're throwing this weaker urethane, so that's where you really need to be if you can.
Yeah.
For all the hit and the power is. Now, see, not as out. Oh yeah, excellent reaction. Not out as far, and
He gave me one of my few losses in the club at that tournament.
oh yeah.
I tried to take his tag away from him. That
Team
last
event?
set.
Yeah.
Yeah, team event. Pocket 10, pocket 8, or whatever. Ernie was just crushing it. Had no chance.
Me and Jake got a little cash up there. I bowled like crap up there, except for in doubles.
I believe we took 10th, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That house has always been feast or famine for me. 1 year at a 299 up there, and they can be a lot of oil up there. in
Ooh, we got that
Pittsburgh.
one wide.
Yep. But
Still
still,
came back. That's
yeah. I
crazy.
mean, he's.
How do you beat that?
Yeah.
Honestly, how do you beat that?
Well, he is, right now it looks to me the right lane's the more difficult of the two for him, and maybe the left lane for AJ. So, but yeah, he's just, as I said, Ernie's just bowling, incredible right now.
So it looks like Ernie shot 234 to AJ's 212.
Yep.
Ernie's up one game in this set. We're actually looking at if we do the team split and everything else, when we have title matches, make it best of 5. So that's what we make it a little more exciting.
And how the pros used to do it in their old format. So, all right, so second game.
AJ's gonna get us started.
Yep, finish last.
Good
All right.
shot. Looks like he's playing off of what he figured out in the 10th frame of the last game.
Good match.
See if Ernie can keep it rolling. I don't doubt he can, to be honest with you.
Well, Ernie, I think sanctioned. I think he has 8 300 games. And every time I've ever seen him bowl in the 10-4-3, he really can perform. Boy, that's just an incredible reaction.
I just love watching it.
Yeah.
You know, the way the ball comes off his hand, it looks like it's going to hook up or it's going to take off, but because he throws your thing a lot,
You want to know what year that ball came out?
probably 90s.
1999.
I was 7 years old.
I was Navy attack zone.
Wow.
It was basically one of those. That was back then when you probably could have gotten nothing for $50 in a pro shop there. So
Oh, wow.
$70 for the money.
That's not your thing, right?
Yep.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, the attack zones they were like the starter low end, and they had like just a simple reactive, and then they had a urethane and a pro-urethane, and then they had actually saw this. I shot my first honor score with a MR attack zone. What that was just a regular reactive with just like some mic in it, and I went spare 11 in a row, shot 290. I remember at Sheridan. I never did anything ever since with that ball whenever I had it, but yeah, there was so many zones that came out in that era. So yeah, it's hard to keep track of what they were. Of course, I just followed the book.
Well, when you fall in love with one ball, it's not hard to keep
Well,
up with stats of
right.
the,
I mean,
the family of them.
I'm sure with you, you're the same. The danger zone, I said that made me a bowler, that ball. Granted, I have to throw it, but I still say that I became a bowler because of that ball. And I guess there's a reason why they've re-released it 4 different other times. Yeah. But,
Well, before I switched to Storm, I was that way with the Vibe. I could pick up any Vibe, throw it, and I could throw
that
it.
one was a good thing.
Black Widow was pretty good for me.
Everybody loved that, yeah.
Since I switched to Storm, I haven't really found one that I'm like in love with. But
Well, in the end, they're round. So, and you know, and would that come back?
Mine.
Boy, what a shot he has! But whenever you kind of find something, you know, with the ball company or whatever, there's a lot of people who, especially when they find the right ball. I remember the V2 was famous for this. Pro bowler Michael Gaither told me he went through 22 different patterns on a V2 ball before he found one he didn't like.
Wow.
So he went through a lot of them. So I mean, I don't know. What do you think about that? If you have just one ball and you just drill it a bunch of different ways, if you really like it, and
I mean,
different surfaces, why not?
I've known guys that would find a ball they like and then they would store them.
What a shot!
They would burn through one and then pick up the next one.
Yep.
Mark Biggs, when the jab came out,
Yeah.
purple jab,
Didn't he have a bunch of those?
he went and bought like 4 of them, put them on the shelf.
I was the same way. I stockpiled a lot of the ones that I loved over the years, and still have several undrilled.
I'm sure Little Biggs, Kyle, took some of Mark.
Yeah, that was a heck of a ball. Well, they just re-released it. The exact same thing, just a little bit of a stronger cover, and
You got that
good
one
shot.
right. Oh wow.
Yeah, game on.
Yep.
They did this the last time they bowled. You probably can maybe search on the page actually, but both Ernie and AJ have had probably the best matches I've ever seen on here.
That match there was what led to this. When I created this belt,
Makes sense. All you have to do is remember back.
when I created this title, I wanted it to be one that I could find the best matches possible we could ever have, and make it happen.
Huh.
And since I put some bling on there, I guess you could say, makes guys want to go for it. So
I was there watching in person, and that was, an amazing match. AJ had the solidest of solid nines you can imagine that ended up costing him, and it looked like Ernie was going to be down and out. He struck out, I think, from the fourth frame on, so yeah, definitely we had some killer matches. All right, that's
I
fair.
think that's fair.
That's the easiest one. 359.
Ernie's got what? Front four? Yeah, front four.
Good start. And got to remember, this is 2 out of 3, so unless Ernie wins, AJ's still in it. It's been a while since we loaded other videos onto YouTube.
Yeah, we kind of took a break from filming.
So many.
With me working 2 jobs, it's hard to find time to film it and do the commentary on it since we do it separately. But this month I'm going to work hard towards getting at least the title matches on here, and I'm going to try to get as many as the top 10 matches for sure on here. And then if I find a match that I think the matchup's good, I'm going to put it on there.
Yeah, we'll have some during the tournament. Some people going live. That'll be kind of fun to watch on the page. Probably multiple people. See everybody bowl.
We're actually going to be looking at
Hold.
Ooh! Wow!
Big 4 trip. Whoa!
We're gonna
Sometimes
actually,
things just go in your way.
Oh yeah, I know, right? Yeah, look at him, praise God, right there. Now, for the tournament, we're actually going to be looking at least putting the finals on, on the YouTube channel, if not more than that. I'd love to do the semifinals and finals if I can get the camera to pick up both. That'd be interesting to see.
You're gonna be watching the page that day.
It'll be exciting. He's up for his next shot. See if he can continue the luck. Oh, we got that one wide.
Ooh, jeez.
Jesus.
No, it was going to be tournament, what time on the 29th?
Noon check-in, but we're not going to start till 1. And if this tournament turns out good, I'm going to try to do one of the big, a big tournament like this one every couple months, probably every 3 months or so.
Thing is, we got Greater Tulsa Open coming up, so.
Well, I'm looking at changing houses each time too.
There you go.
Our big deal with
Our
big deal with this club is that it's anytime, anywhere. You can have matches at any house. So we're going to try to move around, and I know a lot of guys bowl at just Oklahoma, a lot of guys bowl at Sheridan, stuff like that. So I want to try to give everybody a chance and move the tournaments around. That'd be good. We're also looking at doing a possible, like 1 night a week. We have a meetup. If you could show up, cool. If not, that's fine. But whoever shows up, the committee will make matches out of it and set up matches we think would be good, and then that'll be another way to get points. Maybe even some tag matches, depending on what's going on at the moment.
Right.
So keep an eye out for that too. Have a little bit of a throwdown in the underground. You know what I'm saying? One shot by AJ.
Oh.
The light. Oh. Come on. It's wiggling.
Yeah,
Yes,
it looked a little tentative with that follow through there. You need that the whole way. Hate those solid nines.
I'll tell you what, when I leave a solid 9, it doesn't wiggle like that. It's solid.
Yep, I got that on video. That was a painful $2.99.
Yeah, don't mention it. I don't remember much of it, Steven. Oh, that's the same night I picked up 710. Nobody even noticed.
Well,
Except the lady that was bowling next to me.
I think it's funny, 2 of my matches that I lost, I had a 7-10 and a 4-6-7 made against me. So, wow. Yeah, things weren't going my way until, well, I guess I really didn't even know what was going on since we did, whenever we won that match with Cody, it was during a tournament.
What was that, the sweeper? The BA?
First 3 games.
They just doing the bowl good.
Yeah, right now looks like
Ernie was a little bit.
You know,
See if AJ can make a comeback though. That last shot looked pretty good.
they weren't lined up. It's just a couple of shots that didn't execute that good. They're
Yep.
human.
I'm really surprised by the positive turnout we've had for these titles. I waited till the meeting for this month to show them off. Everybody's been all about it. As you've seen on the Facebook page, we've had our champions taking pictures with the titles. Seems like when you win one, you got to have a drink with one, right? So
Yep,
pretty cool.
that's the thing, or at least I think Ernie had a drink with it. Did he?
I don't think he did. I think he was just posing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Picks this fair up.
And then we got several. It's just amazing too with the top 10 and how everything changes hands, and got a match going on today also, and big match. So
Rematch for the #1 tag, the title on the line. It's actually being filmed right now. We're gonna, I'm gonna do commentary on it later. And try to get it posted. in the next day or two.
and then and a lot of people who I'm really impressed with how like Ernie and Tanner with how well they've been doing and staying consistently. Nice trip for they're in the top 5 or top 10 and never getting out of it. They've just stayed in there, and then when they've done rematch, they've gotten their tags back. So this format can bring you out the best or the worst in you. And then thing I pointed out, I think, to you and to Tanner too, is how even if it's not necessarily for the top 10, people are just enjoying winning their points and matches and just the competition.
I've actually got guys that have won their 2 matches to be able to challenge in the top 10, and they still challenge unranked guys. Like they're still staying down there. I'm like, guys, come on, challenge the top 10. I know it's hard right now because there's so many guys down there that want to get in the top 10, and it's kind of bottlenecking. That's another reason we're doing the team thing next month. Help alleviate that a little bit. But a lot of these guys are just like, I just want to go for points. That's all I care about. So that's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I mean,
Just the overall competition we're having in this thing.
well, right.
It's crazy.
It's just the way that's just developed. From one idea to just winning the points to and then maybe not necessarily being in the top 10. So, and really, I don't know, maybe. It just, it's kind of had a life of its own that's really good to see.
Oh,
Well, we cut that one short. Good.
Oh, wow. Wow. See if he can pick this up.
Yeah. One thing he's really good at is spares.
A lot of guys will come in here and they'll shoot at nothing but 7s or 10s, depending on if you're right hand or left hand. And they spend hours just shooting at that one pin.
Casey, yeah.
Kayson's a good example.
One of them.
I could do it. That'd drive me nuts. I'd be bored.
I mean, my love fest with Earl Anthony, he would be doing that for hours at a time and wouldn't stop till he would shoot at a 7-pin 100 times. I mean, yeah, that would get old.
Yeah.
But, it also was, when you make yourself good, gave that one room.
Lofted that one up a little bit.
Yeah, he's,
Tripped it out. Wow.
one thing he's learned to put back into his game is to create a different reaction with loft, where that's something you don't hear of a whole lot, especially on a house shot. PBA shots, you see people lofting the gutter cap, but, that's kind of a forgotten trick to kind of change your shot up, get a little bit more delay,
Yeah.
more back in.
That or like taking a step back approach and the ball out a little earlier.
So, yeah, he's finishing first, right?
Yeah.
He can shut him out. Oh! That would have shut him out. Oh, couldn't have been any better. Yeah, he's still got to make this to win. Yeah, that would put him in the 240s if he makes this. And the best AJ can do is 235.
230. Yeah. See,
Oh, God.
no. Oh, he missed it. Wow.
All right, so
234 for Ernie.
yeah, AJ's gonna get. Is it 2 strikes and 9? Or,
2 strikes and 9 to tie.
Okay.
He's got to strike out for the win by 1 point.
All right. Still alive for AJ.
It's a lot of
Going on again. Jeez.
it's a lot of pressure.
Oh yeah.
Brings me back to the high school days and being an anchor of the Charles Bay High School team. It happened a lot.
There's somebody right now who can perform in the clutch. AJ sure can. Oh yes,
Oh, good
that's
shot,
what I'm talking
good
about.
shot. Wow.
He's wanting to go on to game number 3.
For those of you that's still listening in, another laser tag game going.
Yeah.
Got the rave going next door.
A little rave here for
That makes it a little more exciting, actually. Head bobbing.
that kind of music.
Second shot.
All right, good shot.
Oh, that's good. Wow.
I think we're gonna see a game 3.
Good chance of it. As long as pressure don't get to him.
I mean that could really knock you down. That game 3 will be hard for Ernie because of letting it go.
Yeah.
Not over yet.
It looked like his shot was full squirtily there at the end, so might have little issues in the next game to go through that. Last shot. Needs a strike to win by 1.
Oh,
Pulled it. Oh, he pulled it. Oh, wow.
oh.
8 pins. 233 for AJ. Ernie pulls it out. Wow.
This is what they've been doing every time they've been bowling each other.
Wow. I don't know what to think about that.
Yeah, that both of them made an error and both pulled it on a 10-pin and on the last shot for the win.
And as soon as AJ let go of that ball, you could tell he knew.
Yeah,
Well,
you can see it from back here.
that was a crazy match. High scores.
We're going to see more of them with a lot of different people. But yeah, AJ and Ernie both times.
I guarantee you these commissioners championship. I want to make sure that they're good matches.
Now, how do they happen? Can you explain it more? It's just
So
is it kind of your choice or?
yes, it's my champ because it's my choice. I wanted to do something to create a little more excitement, and I watch all these guys bowl. I see what they score. I know what who's capable of what. I know who. I feel confident knowing that I can match up 2 guys and they're going to put on a good show, and that's what it is basically.
Yeah.
I mean, right there and there.
Yep, right there. You got,
Yeah.
he knows what he's doing.
So I did on this next match. I will go ahead and announce the next contender.
Ah!
This individual, I told him when he had to step away from the first match that I'd give him the second go-round as long as he's healthy by then. And he let me know today that he is ready to go. So the next commissioner's title match will be champion Ernie the Freight Train Steagall against Mike. I call him Mike the Pro Edwards. I mean, he's a top-notch bowler. He should have been in that first match. I think him and AJ would have had a great first match, but I think him and Ernie would put on an even better show.
And here?
We're not sure yet. I got to get with both guys and figure out a good time, and I imagine it's going to be here. But
Now, as
yeah.
far as the challenger, or basically it's the person who has the tag that gets to choose the venue, right? Not on the commissioner, but normally.
Yes. Normally it's more of a both guys work together on a time and place. This commissioner's thing,
Couldn't you name it? Couldn't it be up to you?
for the commissioner's belt, it could.
Yeah.
But I would rather work with my guys. Basically, the only thing that's going to be different between a regular challenge and this is that I'm going to be involved in setting up the time.
Okay.
So it's not just the 2 guys figuring out time. They're going to have to find a time where I can be there too, so that I can film this and we can do commentary. And because we're going to try to put as many of these title shots on the YouTube channel as we can.
Yeah.
Case in point, we're filming a #1 title match right now
Mm-hmm.
that we're going to, we'll get commentary done on later, and
Mhm.
get it posted shortly after this one. So
All right.
we're gonna get this YouTube channel going again. At least I'm trying. Working 2 jobs is kind of hard, but like I said before. But
I've asked him before, when do you sleep? So.
never,
Yeah.
never 4 hours at most, because my brain don't stop.
Except yesterday.
Oh yeah, yesterday I got pretty good sleep yesterday and today. I slept till probably 11 today. So
Right.
yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you, Chuck, for doing this with me.
Yep.